Yo, what is up, PPL fans? Shoutout here, coach of the Bayern Munich, and welcome to week 6 of the PPL against Ethan Erasmus, the meme, and his Miami Rotom-Heat. Now, as you can see, we are on Shoutout. I'm not sure if I will actually put the layout and stuff on the thing, because I'm not sure how that will look with Showdown. I'll have to figure it out because I kind of want to chat in there. We'll see how it goes. I will have to look at that while editing. You will see what it's looking like right now for you. So, yeah, this match is important. It might seem like week 6, there's still a lot of time left, but no. If we lose this week, we drop in the middle of the pack, and our title chances are pretty much gone because I don't see Shroom dropping 3 more games, or at least 2. So that we could beat in week 11. I don't see that happening, in all honesty. So, we have to win to keep a slim chance at the title. Well, a decent chance, let's say. So basically, the winner still has a chance at winning title. The loser drops in the middle of the pack and gets overtaken by people like spoilers. By the way, people like Jack, who just won, and a couple other. I don't actually remember all the results. But yeah, 3-3 is basically where a lot of people are, somewhere around there. So gotta win. And looking at the team that Ethan brought, there's one very surprising thing. You can see Electros, Mega Aggron, Zorok, Clefable, Mewnich, and Starmie. Not surprised about any of these mons particularly. Just surprised that there's no Tornadus Therian, which means my Shaman has free way to just do its thing and not have any safe switches. Because Aggron doesn't enjoy Seed Flare plus Earth Power particularly. Clefable doesn't enjoy Seed Flare, especially, well, if it's special defensive it can, but I have to spit off drop chance, which is lovely, and also can leech seed it and potentially beat it 1v1 at the end. So, that's one thing I noticed. That's pretty much all it is. Electros is a bit of an annoyance, because it's Electros, it's always going to be annoying. Also, it's going to be laggy because my laptop is a piece of absolute garbage and doesn't enjoy Showdown. So, yeah. I have a live com as well, but it's like an hour long, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not editing that, I'm not rendering that, especially because it would take like a solid 8 hours probably, maybe 10 even. So, fuck that. I'm just doing post-com. And yeah, so I decided to lead off with my Skuntank. I'm just going to click play and just see how things happen. Yeah, I lead with Skuntank just because it's a safe lead overall. I was kind of expecting something like Starmie, Clefable, or Aggron to lead. If you do Mewnich, that's fine. So I just go for Poison Jab, and first turn I get a Poison. As he goes for knockoff, I was probably expecting Volt Switch, and he gets a crit. So that one is just going all fully for both of us. So yeah, he takes that poison damage, which is fine. And right here I switch out into Evergreen because I feel like he's gonna switch or go for Volt Switch, both of which are fine. So he goes into Aggron, which is perfect for me because he can't really do too much to me. And I just got for Leech Seed Scout for the Metal Burst, which I was kind of worried about. I'm pretty sure it gets that. I'm almost certain it does. So kind of scouting what that is, and he just gets up his rocks. They're here to stay. Because I don't have a defogger and he only has a rapid spinner. So I go for sub this turn because I know he's not going to do too much to me. He might switch, and he goes for Dragon Tail, which does not break my sub, which is solid. So what I can do here is just start firing off Earth Powers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, as he goes into Shardy's Tear Stick Fable, I fucking hate you, Ethan. Get a tiny bit of damage off, but this tells me this is a specially defensive Fable, fully specially defensive indeed, which is very interesting to note. And right here I go for Leech Seed because that will allow me to scout whether he is unaware or Magic Guard, as he will in fact turn out to be unaware right here because he takes Leech Seed damage. Good to know. Very good to know. So what I do here is just go for a Seed Flare. Hope I don't miss, and I do not. It does a solid amount to Electros, more than he probably expected, but I'm Modest Shaman. So with Poison he gets taken down to 48% again, so basically gain nothing from that. Go for another Seed Flare because it will almost take out the Electros and nothing really will switch in. I get the Spit Off drop as Mega Aggron comes in, which I say I'm the best in chat, beautiful. Which allows me to just go for another Earthbow and knock him out. As he goes into Clefable, basically what Shaman is doing is just annoying the fuck out of his team, weakening everything, getting chip damage off. So yeah. Right here he goes for Protect, which was pretty obvious. I should have just gone for Leech Seed or something because he wants to stall me out of Seed Flare PP, which makes sense because I only have 8 of those. So go for a Seed Flare that does a solid chunk. He just goes for Wish. Knowing that he is gonna go for Wish, I think I just go for Leech Seed here. Yeah, I go for Leech Seed because I don't want to waste my PP on Seed Flare. So, this is going pretty fast, but there's not much to say, but it's pretty straightforward. So, I just go for Leech here. I miss, unfortunately, but it doesn't really matter. As he throws up another Wish. And I think I just go for Leech Seed here. Or, yeah, let's go for another Leech here because, yeah. It's just damage. Moonblast breaks my sub. I probably could have EV to the point where I can't. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I switch out here into Skuntank because I can take a Moonblast. I can kill this thing with not kill. I think I can kill because he's especially defensive. So when Leech Seed damage, and what I do here is just go for Fire Blast because even without Life Orb, I'm still going to Solid Chunk to aggro and keep it relatively low. And that Fire Blast does decent jump, 39%, brings him to 13%, which means he's still pretty low. And what I do here is just go for another Fire Blast. As Electros comes in, he sacks this thing because it's pretty much useless, especially after I got the poison. And yeah, just leftovers, which is something interesting to note. And I just go for Poison Jab, knock the thing out, and that is the first kill for Zebo of the season. I know Joe and Zero are gonna click out the video now. It's fine. I still hate you. So he brings out Sleazy Mienshao, and I decide that Skuntank isn't too useful. Go for Sucker Punch, just a solid 30%, and our Jungle just completely knocks me out. But Aftermath damage comes in, which puts him at 45%, which is basically nothing, and that is beautiful. So what I can do here is bring out Togekiss, and this is where shit starts getting beautiful. So I go for T-Wave, not particularly expecting Clefable, more so maybe Aggron, maybe Starmie, but not really Clefable, and it's a paralyzed Clefable. What do I do against that with the Togekiss? I just click Air Slash. First flinch, beautiful, that goes all my way. I need 2 more flinches, and then I think I just beat it, and it's dead. So go for another Air Slash, hope to get another flinch. And I do flinch. Actually, in the actual match, I thought I missed here. I don't know why, but it's laggy. My laptop makes everything laggy. So what I do here is go for another Air Slash. I wanted to predict the switch and go for T-Wave. Maybe switch into either this thing or Starmie, but nah, not worth it. And this Air Slash is solid chunk. So Togekiss proven that it's decently powerful. So what I do here is just pull the switch into Registeel because it's not necessary against this team. It's nice to have, but it's far from necessary. And what I do here is just click T-Wave again because I was expecting Starmie if anything. And he goes into Clefable, which, that's fine. I basically felt like I didn't want to give his Clefable the freest of switch-ins, which is why we got Registeel of Manaphy a turn earlier, because Manaphy can't do anything to it. So go for Iron Head. Go for Iron Head right here. The chat is just funny to read. And he brings in Starmie. I go for T-Wave. Because those will allow me to see whether he is analytic or natural cure. If he's not natural cure, that's beautiful. So what I do here is switch out to Shaman because it seems like he's not going for Ice Beam or whatever, so that's nice. Surf does something, it does something, but what I can do here is just fire off a Seed and kill pretty much everything. Nothing wants to switch into that right now because his team is pretty much very much weakened. So he brings out Zoroark, disguised as Clefable, and I get a crit. Doesn't matter. It's a guaranteed one-hit KO because I am on modest max special attack Shaman. He thought it mattered. I think he got pretty mad at this point. He said very. It didn't. He didn't know at the time, but yeah. Guaranteed one-hit KO. So that's 9th kill for Shaman of the season, which is nice. So I decided to sack Registeel here, but he just goes for U-turn with Mienshao, which I was kind of expecting because it was the safest play. So that works out perfectly for me. He brings out Clefable here. I'm not sure why. So I'm Registeel, I have Iron Head. I guess he just wanted the lefty's recovery, which is fair enough. That makes a lot of sense. So I just go for Iron Head because he's special defensive. I want to do a solid amount to Clefable, but he switches into Aggron, which is fine. This will allow me to finally get up my rocks. They're not necessary against this team, really. He's nothing that's weak to it, but it's chip damage, and chip damage is good damage, basically. He goes for Iron Head here. I think he doesn't get it. I was hoping for him to get a flinch because it would be kind of deserved, but he didn't. So. And he reveals Earthquake kills me. I don't know why he didn't do it before, in all honesty, but it is what it is. So, I think it was a bit of a difficult turn right here because I want to go on the Manaphy, obviously. Because Manaphy is a huge win condition, and yeah, but Clefable is paralyzed and not toxic. That means I cannot beat it. Not in 100 years I cannot beat that Clefable with my Manaphy. Maybe I could be P-stalled, but I don't think that's gonna happen because he's Wish Protect. And as he later revealed after the match, actually, he also has Heal Bell, so could not have done that. So what I have to do is go into Shaman. I know Earth Power doesn't kill because he's a Def Aggron, but that's fine. He can't do a terrible amount to me. Brings him down to 4% as he goes for Iron Head, which does not too much, honestly. 31% is not a lot. So, I can just go for another Earth Power. That's the second kill for Shaman of the game. It puts it at 10 in 4 right now. That's as many kills as my last season MVP had for me at the end of the season, which is insane. But I'm gonna have to let Shaman go down here. 2 Stormy's Ice Beam. Crit obviously mattered. So now 10 and 5 for Shaman, which is insane. Puts it at like top 5, I think, in the MVP race. So right here, I felt like I could very much still lose this game, because Stormy outspeeds everything I have. It does a solid amount to Togekiss, and man, if he has Recover Mana, if he can, it can beat it, but you know, if it has Recover, it's gonna be a bit more annoying to deal with. And he still has Clefable, of course, with Unaware and sitting at 51% if I remember correctly. 40 something off the rocks. 40 something? 39. Whatever. And Mewnich, which is of course his biggest threat to my team. So, after calcing and seeing a Mega Arrow cannot live a hit from Mewnich, High Jump Kick just straight up kills me after rocks. If rocks weren't up, I had a chance to live. I think it was a pretty good one if I remember correctly. I decided to go into Arrow and bluff the fact that I am faster than a Starmie. I am not for Mega Evolving. Sloppy EVing on my part. Very much so. I definitely should have sped crept this Starmie. That would speed creep my Delphox, because I know Ethan is the same exact player that I am that speed creeps things, because why the fuck would you not do it? So I should have done that, but I didn't. Which actually put me in a really tough spot right here. But I decided to go into Arrow and bluff the fact that I would speed him. Ethan knows me. Ethan thinks that I'm competent enough to do that, but I'm not. So yeah. Basically go into Arrow and just go for Air Relays, because it's gonna kill Scummy, it's gonna kill Clefable from the range after rocks. It's also gonna kill everything basically at this point. So Clefable comes in, that goes down to Air Relays, puts Mega Arrow at 7 kills right now, which is pretty solid. Sleeves comes in, the Mewnich, which can just go for High Jump Kick and knock out my Mega Aerodactyl. He thought I had Protect at this point. I said, wait, I want to bluff it, but I don't actually have it. This puts me at 70. This is not right. I didn't take that. I have uneven HP. Fuck you, replay. This was not like that in the game. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, I know he's scarfed now after he outsped my Mega Arrow, so I can just safely go into Togekiss and fire off an Air Slash right here. And that knocks out Mewnich, which is the first kill for Togekiss of the game. So that's nice. Get lefties, which actually is really important, because now he brings out Starmie, and he is probably going to have T-Bolt, and I have a chance to live. I do live on 4%, so lefties were really important there. I go for T-Wave just because I don't want to miss an Air Slash and lose because of that, so that's why I went for T-Wave, my safest play at that point. And I can go for Air Slash and knock him out. That's the second kill for Togekiss and the 2-0 victory for the Bayern Munich over the Miami Rotom-Heat. As you can see, Ethan was slightly salty, but not about Togekiss actually. The fact that I brought it wasn't really the fact that what upset him. It's just that I got basically everything in my favor. Like, there wasn't much that went in his favor hacks wise. He got the crit on my Skuntank turn 1, which didn't matter. He got a crit on Shaman, which didn't matter. So yeah, it's just unfortunate, but I'm not sure that it mattered in the end. MVP, between Shaman and Togekiss, to be honest, both of them put in the finest of work this game, because he didn't bring Tornadus T, which is just still blows my mind. He thought Shaman wouldn't be as big of a problem to his team as it ended up being. You don't underestimate Shaman. It's my current MVP. It's an absolute boss. So don't do that, Ethan. Not smart. Yeah, Togekiss grabbing 2 kills, Paraflinching Clefable to the point where it was basic. It wasn't useless because it would still stop my Manaphy, because with Scald I couldn't 2-hit KO because he had Protect and shit from the range that he was at, which was like 39%, so Scald was doing something and then Protect. And basically I probably would not have been able to kill him, and if he could have also sacked something to Manaphy and then come back in. So yeah, that's that. Manaphy didn't even see the field this game, so props to that, being a constant threat in the back, I suppose. Always nice when you actually have to bring out a Pokemon. That means something. So MVP, I'm probably going to give it to Togekiss. because it was my main check to Mewnich. It lived that T-Bolt from Sami at the end, a life orb T-Bolt with just max HP and 4 in special. No, not even max HP, 244 HP and 4 special. I just took that. Like, it's nothing. Right? Togekiss, you're a beast. It's basically what we get from that. I'm a con for flinching him, but it's what it is. I just flinched one Mon. So it's basically para-flinching is not a thing I like to do. But if it comes down to it, like in this case against Clefable, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. So yeah, GG Ethan. I know he still hates me, and there's gonna be a salty comment in the comment section below, but that's fine. This, I'm gonna put the league table on the screen right now. Puts us at 3rd, or keeps us at 3rd actually, because Shroom once again won. I fucking hate you, Shroom. Stop winning. Even though he had an absolutely awful matchup, Keyno or Lars, who played for him, had 2 Mons that basically 6-0'd Shroom's team, and it didn't happen. So unfortunate for everyone. And RTK won 2-0 against 2-1 against Sly. That was something that happened. I didn't actually watch the game yet. I'm about to. So that's also interesting. So RTK stays in front of us. So does Shroom. But we keep everyone else behind us, which is great. I think Alex has the same record now. Alex, once you ban out Captain Dino, you will see that already on the screen. I don't actually know. And everyone else is just below us. Jack is sitting in 6th, which is, I'm pretty sure, his highest spot ever, which is pretty cool. He had 3 4-0s, one of them against us, but we don't talk about that game ever. Yeah. Next week we go up against Slyro and the Pittsburgh Pyro. We had a pretty lucky win last season because of a slight one misplay that basically cost him the game. And that's not happening again. We're just winning straight up. Like, we don't need him to misplay. There's gonna be a transfer window in between, so maybe something happens. I don't plan on anything because I can't drop anything on my team. There's one trade I wanted to do before that might work still, but I would have to look at matchups if it's actually worth it for me and if the person that I want to trade with is actually still down for it. So yeah, that's it. Next week, Slyro Pittsburgh Pyro. It's a pretty interesting matchup. There are a lot of fun things that we can both do. It's not easy, obviously. No game is easy in the PPL. Also, make sure to check out Ethan. There's no one I can shout out for recording of Jennings because there was no recording on Jennings because this is a fucking showdown battle. Yeah, make sure to check out Ethan. He's a beautiful human being. He's a ginger. He's a meme. He produces pretty entertaining content, in my opinion. And he's one of my favorite people in the community. So, yeah, with that being said, make sure to check out the PPL as well, the Twitter and the YouTube. Things are happening soon, I hope, because the channel hasn't been working perfectly this season because of a lot of people just having personal issues that came out of nowhere, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing you can do about it, really. So yeah, hope you'll enjoy it. Hope you see you next season. Tell me how much you hate me for para-flinching and Clefable. I mean, it's my favorite draft format one. It gets sniped from me, and I think I deserve to do that if you ask me. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I will appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.